everyone, hope you're well and practicing hard. Today we're going to learn the very famous outro solo to Little Wing by the one, the only Jimi Hendrix. So go grab your Strat, throw it on the neck pickup, position 5 of a Stratocaster, and you'll be good to go. We will be tuned down 1/2 step for this tutorial, as is typical of Jimi Hendrix. So let's close in here a little bit on the fretboard, have a play through of this one, and then I'm going to show you guys how to play it. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well out there. Today we're going to learn how to play that, the famous outro solo to Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix from his 1967 album, Axis Bold as Love. We are on the neck pickup of a Stratocaster, and we are tuned down 1/2 step, like I think I already said. Here's your tuning. We're going to be working pretty much in the E minor pentatonic, a lot of it right here at the 12th fret position. Going to show you the E minor pentatonic in that position. We are going to be adding one note out of the natural minor scale. That's C note there at a couple of points, and I'll point it out when we get to it. Just a light crunch on our amp, not a whole lot of gain going on here, just a little bit of crunch. And starts harmonics at the 12th fret position of the D, G, B, and E string. Just going to hammer those all together. And then, you know, some vibrato. You can do it this way, or if you have a bar. I think Jimmy's using a bar. I don't have a bar on this guitar, so this one's hardtailed. So that's how it starts. Just kind of hammer on those harmonics, give a little vibrato to it, and into the first lick. And that's the first lick. Starts with a full step bend at the 15th fret of the B string. Lots of nice even vibrato when you get that up there a full step. All going on the 12, 15 of the B string. Finishes with a final bend at 15 of the B off to 12 of the G. And then we're into this. So bend at 14 of the G, grabbing 15 of the B with your pinky. And then another bend release at 14. Now we're getting our pinky involved here. Well, we already did, didn't we? But we're gonna hammer on to 16 of the B of the G string from that 14. Off to 14, then off to 12. Into a double bend without picking. You pick the first note and then you give it a double bend. One final bend off to 12 and then finish on the 14 of the D. So that's that lick. Finishes on the 14 of the D. Let's put that all together. All right, now we're into this. All going on the 12s and 14s of the D and the G. I'm doing a little roll there from the 14 of the G up to the 14 of the D. And then just back and forth, 12, 14, 12 of the G. Now, when you get back to that 12 at that point, now you're going to raise it a full step with your index and give it lots of vibrato, kind of like this. Right? And then you're going to release it back to the natural note at 12 and then slide it into 14. Just like that. Now you're going to hammer onto 16, grab 15 of the B, back to 14 of the G, slide it back to 12. Kind of like that. So from this little section, now we're into this. So we're grabbing 14 of the G for a bend release. And then we're going down to the 12th fret of the B string, and now this is where this note gets involved, this C note here. So we're going to hit that 12, and then we're going to hit it again and do a little trill between 12, 13, back to 12. Kind of like that. And then you're going to go 13, 12, 13, 12, and then roll up to 12 of the G. Kind of like that. So right back into another full step bend at 15 of the B. And after that bend, you're going to release it, rebend it, and then off to 12. I think for a double hit. And then we're getting into this. That little section there. But let's just recap up to that point. And that's where we left off. Now we're into some unison bend double stop work. And that's what we're going to do. So we're grabbing 14 of the G. And now we're dropping our pinky on the 15th fret of the B in the high E string. And you're going to hit that twice. And then you're going to grab that G again, bend it again at 14. If you get a little bit of that note there on the B string, that's just fine. And then one more of the G and one more of the double stop of the B and the E. Kind of like that. The first time you hit that double stop twice, the second time you only hit it once on the B and the E. And now we're very quickly going to shift it down 2 places and kind of do the same thing. But it changes at the end a little bit. You don't go back down to the high E string and the B string. You're doing a unison bend, a double unison bend on the G and the B. Kind of like that. Just on the G and the B. Right? And then you release it at the very end. Got that? That's kind of what the sound you want at the very last two. Into this. So we're holding this little double stop here on the 7th of the G and the 8th of the B, and we're doing a little trill off the 7th or the 9th fret of the G, and then grabbing the 10 of the D. And you're going to do that twice. And then you're going to hit that 10th fret of the D, slide it into 12. And then we're into this. Lots of little double stop work here and whatnot. So from the slide into 10. Now we're on our little double stop here. We've moved it up 2 places on the 9 and the 10. And then we're going to hammer on to 11 of the G and immediately on to 12 for a little trill back off to 11. And then another little trill off to the double stop. So kind of like this. And then you're going to hit that double stop 2 or 3 times. Back up to the 12th fret of the D string with your pinky. Back to the double stop and one final hammer onto the 11th fret of the G. Kind of like that. And then back to another harmonic on the 12th fret. So that whole little section. Right, one more time. Harmonics, vibrato. And so from this section, and now the solo's almost done, and then we're back into another bend at 15, and we're going to pick it twice this time. And that you're going to give it one final bend and then another bend at 14 off to 12 back onto 14 of the G. And then dropping your pinky on the 15 of the B and the high E again. And then we're going to start just hammering on this. And that little unison bend there. And it's fading out at this point, and you can barely hear what he's actually doing here. He's just playing on the 12-14 of the G string. It's kind of just playing in that little box. And that's the end of the solo. You know, you can just keep on going if you like. Stay in the E minor pentatonic and... anyway, that's it. That's how you play the solo to Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix. I certainly hope that helped you out. Were you looking to learn this very famous solo by Jimi Hendrix? Please drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already. That would be awfully nice. And hit that notification bell so you know when I upload something new. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may be. And we'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Cheers.